Watch a crocodile long enough, and you might see it do something that looks incredibly stupid. It opens its jaws, snaps down, and violently swallows a heavy river stone. For a long time, we assumed this was a sign of a creature with a tiny prehistoric brain eating garbage by mistake. There is a historical origin to this behavior. Millions of years ago, baby crocodiles started swallowing tiny pebbles. When you are a small hatchling with pathetic teeth, throwing a few rocks in your stomach acts as an internal grinder to help crush up hard-shelled insects. But as they grow into massive adults, the behavior shifts. Grown crocodiles actively seek out large, fist-sized rocks, completely unhelpful for digestion. In fact, an adult crocodile routinely carries over 10 kilos of stones in its gut. This reliance on stones is an ancient, highly calculated strategy, a biological hack so effective that evolution hasn't needed to update the design in millions of years. The first problem a crocodile has to solve is its own anatomy. They have massive, air-filled lungs that naturally act like water wings. Every liter of air pushes water aside, creating extreme buoyancy that forces the animal up to the surface. This schematic shows the internal physics at play. River rocks are exactly 2.7 times denser than water. By swallowing a calculated mass of stones, the downward pull of the heavy rocks in the stomach will perfectly cancel out the upward lift of the lungs. With this exact ballast in place, the crocodile's average dive time jumps from 6 minutes to over 11. More importantly, it achieves neutral buoyancy. It doesn't have to paddle or fight to stay submerged. It simply hovers, suspended completely motionless just beneath the surface. Those swallowed stones transform a bobbing, highly visible 1,500-pound animal into a perfectly weighted stealth submarine. Looking at this cross-section of the water's surface, we see the next physical advantage. When light passes from water into air, refraction causes the light rays to bend at sharp angles. To an animal standing on the bank, this visual distortion hides the enormous submerged mass, leaving only the eyes and nostrils exposed. It looks like a harmless floating stick. But that exact same bending of light works in reverse, creating a phenomenon called Snell's window. From the crocodile's point of view beneath the surface, the bending light gathers visual information from above, forming a massive 97-degree circular field of view. This optical geometry creates a significant advantage. The crocodile maintains a panoramic view to monitor its entire shoreline territory while remaining entirely invisible to the outside world. Locked in that invisible, perfectly still position, the crocodile begins its real work, watching. They will suspend themselves in the water for thousands of hours without making a single movement. During that time, they are building an archive of the environment around them. They log daily habits and seasonal routines, noting specific details like exactly when local birds begin scouring the riverbank for nesting twigs. Then, they weaponize that data. A crocodile will balance a small stick across its snout and simply wait for a bird to land directly in its mouth. Or, after observing human schedules, they will slip into a village watering hole hours before anyone is set to arrive, waiting silently in the exact spot the villagers will eventually step. Physical chases burn massive amounts of energy. Instead, the crocodile relies on an exhaustive, calculating memory to engineer mathematically perfect ambushes where the food comes to them. Once a target is logged and the crocodile decides to move, it faces a serious mechanical challenge. It has to maneuver a 1,500-pound body into exact striking position without causing a single ripple on the water's surface. To solve this, the crocodile uses its internal organs. Those massive air-filled lungs function as a biological steering wheel. By contracting specific muscles to scoot the lungs towards its back, the crocodile tips into a silent nosedive. Shifting those internal air sacs sideways causes the entire body to smoothly drift laterally, all without moving a single leg. By repositioning its organs instead of its limbs, the crocodile eliminates the friction and splashing that give away lesser predators. When night falls, the optical advantage of Snell's window vanishes. A zebra drinking from the river in total darkness might feel safe from observation, but running along the crocodile's jawline are rows of tiny black bumps. These are integumentary sensory organs, a highly specialized network of pressure receptors. These receptors monitor water pressure with enough precision to register the ripples from a single drop of sweat hitting the surface. As those faint pressure waves wash over the jaw, the crocodile's brain maps the physical displacement of the water to instantly pinpoint the exact distance, angle, and location of the target. Darkness provides zero cover against a predator equipped with a 360-degree biological sonar network. The ambush ends with a violent 20-mile-per-hour underwater lunge. The jaws slam shut, delivering 3,700 pounds of bite force to trap the prey. But this massive power comes with a severe structural flaw. Crocodile teeth are entirely conical. They act perfectly as hooks to lock onto a target, but cannot slice or chew meat. Swallowing a large mammal whole is impossible. So the crocodile applies a brutal physical workaround to solve its lack of chewing teeth, the death roll. Watch this top-down representation of rotational inertia. By tucking its legs tightly against its body, the crocodile actively shrinks its radius. This geometric shift multiplies its spinning speed with no extra effort. The death roll is pure brute force mathematics, generating the exact rotational torsion needed to snap bones and reduce a massive animal into perfectly swallowable pieces. With the meal reduced to a manageable size, the crocodile sinks to the riverbed to eat. This triggers an entirely different chemical process, driven by a unique four-chambered heart. As we see in this diagram of the heart, a specialized valve called the foramen of Panissa actively shuts off blood flow to the lungs while submerged. Instead, it reroutes that blood flow down to the brain, vital organs, and the stomach. Flooding the stomach with that carbon dioxide-rich blood accelerates acid production to 10 times the rate found in mammals. This chemical bath easily dissolves hooves, horns, and solid bone. Instead of burning acquired calories to warm itself, the crocodile heads to the riverbank to bask. Its dark skin absorbs all 7 colors of the light spectrum, pulling in solar energy to heat its body without using its own stored reserves. Even when it finally sleeps, the efficiency continues. The crocodile rests with one eye open, keeping half of its brain awake and alert, maintaining total perimeter security while barely burning energy. By flawlessly calculating geometry, perfecting fluid dynamics, and internal energy economics, adult crocodiles maintain a 95% survival rate, the end result of a biology engineered for absolute efficiency.